Hello, human family, and everybody on the planet Earth, which happens to be all of us. I'm Mr. L, an inspirational speaker and motivational innovator, on top of being a master of self-discipline. I'm an author of The Leader Within, a powerful, practical leadership guide that empowers you to take inward action to empower yourself and overcome any negative in life and convert it into any positive situation, a win-win situation. I'm also, along with my wife, the co-founder of a program called Mr. L, You Have the Power program. Our program is centered in spiritual principles and designed to take self-action and self-discipline to become accomplished with self-empowerment. Human family, beloved ones, all throughout the earth. I'm not here to spread that message. I'm here today to come with you with a more bigger calling that unites us as a human family in one spirit. I'm coming with my topic. It's called The Need and the Calling for the Human Family. The 400-day fast to paradise. Before I get into the gist of that topic, let me quantify the words fast and paradise. Fast means there's primary and secondary definitions of fast. We're going to start with a primary definition. Fast, to go without eating. Branching away from that definition, we're going to get to a more narrow and secondary definition of fast. That means to sustain from eating for a partial eating or full eating. My definition of fast, for me, I'm going to sustain from any food, any type of food, for 400 days. The only thing I'm allowed to have while I'm fasting is liquids, certain type of liquids. And in this body of fasting, I can only have liquids for once every 24 hours. I have to sustain. Then, in addition to that, I have to keep myself polished and as an example to the human family. Now, let's get to the word paradise. Paradise. When I research paradise is the ultimate place of utopia. It's a place of pure beauty. It's a place of serenity. It's the original existence that was created for the human family. It's called a nature of beauty. In the words we use today, it's a pure art form. But paradise is the ultimate utopia. It's a place where the plants, the animals, and man are in perfect harmony. It's an atmosphere. There's no sickness. There's no toxic waste. There's no chemicals. There's no pollutions of any kind. It's a total atmosphere of pure peace, quiet, no wars, no stress, no sickness, no illness of any type. It's purity at its best. It's environmentally and humanitarian equally balanced with a perfect harmony. It's beyond the scope of human imagination. Now, as I put the words paradise and fast together, that sets up the context for me to go more in depth to my topic, the need for the 400-day fast to paradise. Now, understand, everyone cannot fast for 400 days. As I said, there are different variations of fast. Now, the need to fast. I was given this vision by the Holy Spirit. I actually did not ask for this calling, but since I was chosen for this calling, I'm well pleased and well delighted to come to the front and center with it. The birth of this fast came as such. It began in 2016, January the 1st. I made a declaration to get closer to God. So, the declaration went as such. I said 2016, January 1st, every day of my life, I'm going to make a commitment to get closer and closer to God. That's going to be my primary focus and goal in 2006, January 1st. Have that commitment in place. Started fasting. At the end of the fast, end of January 31st, I completed my 30-day fast, actually 31 days. I'm thinking, okay, I fulfilled my duty, my declaration, my commitment. It's done. I'm starting the new year off on a positive note. Good foundation to get closer to God. I'm coming at you, human family. So we all are one here. So, as I'm fasting, and it ends, the Spirit overtakes me and said, no, you're not done. Not good enough. I said, Jesus fast for 40 days. Then, if you're with me, you do equal to me. No, you will do greater than me because I'm going to my spiritual man took that as a direct challenge. So I said, okay, Jesus fast for 40 days. I got to top that. I fast for 41 days. Moving forward. The end of the year, 2016, it accumulated to, I ended up going 121 days without food, just fasting. That year's over with. 2017. I said I started out 2016 on the fast. I'm going to do the same thing in 2017. Thinking I'm going to start out fasting for 30 days, 31 days, the first part of January. In the middle of the fast, somewhere in between, this Spirit, good old Holy Spirit, come right back to me and said, I don't want you to fast for 30 days or 31 days for the month of January. I want you to fast for 365. Being obedient, I said, yes, sir. I will fast for 365 days. Got that covenant in place, agreement. So the Holy Spirit, I'm in the mindset that I'm going to be obedient, fast for 365 days. I'm on mission, no problem. I'm fasting. Holy Spirit come back to me and say, no, not 365 days. I'm listening. Got my spiritual mind, my antennas are up, my spiritual mind is in tune. Holy Spirit says, I want you to fast for 400 days. I said, yes, sir, 400 days. Agreed upon. We got this arrangement in place. I'm in her serving. Holy Spirit come right back to me. I said, yes, sir. He said, under this 400-day fast, I want you to call it the 400-day fast of paradise. I said, yes, sir. I've heard the word like so many of us on occasion, paradise. I had no real information on what paradise really entailed. So I go and get a dictionary and I look it up. Paradise said the Garden of Eden, perfect place of honor, utopia, the ideal place, no better place, the place of heaven. I mean, ultimate, the purest place, the purest level. I mean, we're talking about perfect perfection. That's paradise. So the Holy Spirit said, I want you to take this message to the whole human family. And you let everybody know that we're one family. We're a circle of one. And this is for everybody. It's not a gender fast. It's not a political fast. It's not a male fast. It's not a female fast. It's not an exclusive fast. It's an inclusive fast. It's for the human family. It's for the affluent as well as the non-affluent. It's for the big as well as the small. It's not a social or political affluent atmosphere. This is not a encounter of social status of the house or the house not. It's not based on social orientation. It's not based on culture. It's not based on language. It's not based on labels. The only thing it's based on is, are you a part of a man or a woman? Were you born and created by the same hand that creates our life? And if we all have that in common, that unites us undeniably so. So no matter what walk of life you come from, if you're a high-ranking official, you're on this cabinet, you're not on this cabinet, it doesn't matter. You're still a part of the human family. So no matter where you come from, how you walk, how you talk, how you view any circumstance, we can all say none of us are on a paradise level. We all are flawed. If you want to take a philosophical, scientific, theological point of view, it all comes back and puts in the circle of one family. Scientifically, let's look at it from the Earth's point of view. There's 103 minerals in the Earth. Those same 103 minerals you'll find in every genetic makeup on this planet. It doesn't matter where you come from. You're full. You have that same mineral makeup, 103 minerals. We share that same parallel. The Earth and the body has those same minerals. That's a scientific fact. If you want to take it from a philosophical or a psychological point of view, starting with how we process information, how we view experiences, we all have emotions that we're affected by circumstances. That puts us right back in the circle of one. If you want to take a philosophical point of view, where we analyze, we get logical, philosophical, the way we process and think information, we all view things in a certain way. We all have to rationalize right back. Okay, human family, I'm resuming. As I was saying, if you want to take a philosophical or psychologist point of view, no matter what angle you take, we're still a part of the human family. We're still connected on every level. If you want to take it philosophically, we all process and view information with the same emotions. If you want to take it from a psychological point of view, we all have the mental capacity that unites us with our thinking abilities. And when we look at things from a psychologist's point of view, we all do things in a light fashion where it's unexplainable, and we make mental errors in judgment. None of us are exempt from the conditions of life or the social conditions of life. Every human being, we analyze them from a psychological point of view. It's puzzling, and one thing we can derive from each one of us, if we want to take even a psychological point of view, is, we all do things that are puzzling. That puts us right back in the circle of one. If you want to go from a sociological point of view, we all are sociable human beings, where we have the need to be social on some level or another, right back to the circle of one. Environmentally, we all have to have the same oxygen, the same water, the same environmental plants, animals, the same water. We need the nourishments to keep us functioning. That's a biological fact that puts us right back, circle of one. None of us are self-made. None of us can survive without others around us. Puts right back in the category, the circle of one. If you want to take it from a theological point of view, doesn't matter what deity you want to embrace, it can all put us right back in the circle of one. Man, woman is reaching for understanding, for happiness, that original state that we were supposed to be in, paradise. Why the need to get us back to the original state of paradise? It's because, like any parent that has children, when there's disarray, when there's no structure, no order, a lot of confusion among the children, no parent is happy with that. That parent wants everything among the family to be ideal. Right back to that word, paradise. So no matter how we look at it, what region we're from, there's no such perfection as paradise. So the point and the whole cause of this 400-day fast to paradise is to show love for the whole human family and bring us right back to unity, to paradise. In one spirit, we're going to show love for each other as a collective whole. We're going to show solidarity. We're going to show that we can get to that level in one spirit, the highest level that we were created to be. We're going to show all for one and one for all. Back to different stages, different levels of fasting. Everyone can't fast for 400 days without food and just make this a liquid thing. If you can, ideal, great. But we're not going to let that be a reason to exclude anyone. There are different modifications of fasting. Everyone can't fast for different reasons. Some of us are not as strong as others. Some of us medically have reasons why we can't do it. However, that's not a reason to say, no, I'm not a part of this, I'm excluded. Oh no, human family and beloved, you're just as much needed as we all are, because we all are in this together. Everyone is in life together. Everyone has their own personal issues and struggles, right back to putting us in the circle of one family. So, let me stay on theme about how we all can contribute. If you have a medical condition, that's fine. That's understood. I have a daughter who's Down syndrome. There's provisions in place for her to fast. My son, there's provisions in place for him to fast. He can't go the 400 days like I can. We said, you know what? I'll fast 12 hours. I'll fast X, Y, Z amount of time. Each person can fast, restrain from food for a certain amount of time for 400 days to show a common cause for the human family, that we're in solidarity, that we're together for one good spirit, spiritual calling. Now, if you can't do the food, you can refrain from something that you hold near and dear to your heart. Let's say it's the vice of music. Refrain from music. Let's say you have a loved one that's struggling. You can be a form of encouraging them to refrain from fasting, from eating. Or you can encourage them to participate on another level. You can find an active way to be a part of this fast. No one has a reason. The good of us all is much greater than the good of us individually. None of us are stronger than all of us. And this is of all of us affair. This is to come together. Okay, modifications and making accommodations for fasts. If you can't fast without water, you can go without water for a specific amount of time. You can go without, you can go for solitude. For 400 days, you can find a mechanism to contribute on some type of level to where you're involved in this universal call for fast to bring solidarity to the whole human race. 400-day fast to paradise. There are so many ways to sustain. There's so many ways to participate. It doesn't necessarily, yes, ideally, it would be to refrain from food and to just do a liquid fast for 400 days and refrain from when you have your first liquid drink, fast to your next liquid drink for 24 hours. That's what I'm doing. I am the person that was called to bring this forward to the whole human family. I'm not the message, I'm just the messenger. I'm just a person like us all. I was made by the same hand, the same creator. I have the spirit that came in me as a result of me reaching out to the spirit. The spirit reached out and put something in me that is good for every human person that has come before me, during me, and after me. That same spirit rises up in just ordinary people and get them to do whatever calling it is. It just takes one person, one spirit. The tradition started, so it is said, with Adam, one person. Abraham, one person. Moses, one person. Peace be upon him. Muhammad, one person. Ruth, one person. Ellen G. White, one person. See, this is not a gender thing. It's a human thing. It's been males. It's been females. But it just takes one spirit. That spirit overtakes them, and then it grows like a seed in the ground. That one seed grows, and before you know it, you see other seeds from that one seed. So it's just a tradition. It just takes one. And I'm coming forward, as I was told, to bring this to the whole human family. So we can